read the Bible, it's very easy to understand God's mind, God's purpose. Very easy. When I was reading and looking at how the children of Israel were from a place of peace and prosperity, suddenly they're brought into such bondage that was described as an iron furnace. That's how bad it was. And I wondered, why did that happen? Why did God let it happen? I was thinking, why did God let it happen? There's so many during that period of time, those hundreds of years that they were in Egypt, that so many people died, many suffered and died. So it's not the same people, the same individuals who were made slaves that actually were delivered and went out of Egypt with Moses. So I thought, so why did they, if God wanted to show his mercy, he wanted to show his greatness in behalf of the children of Israel, why did he cause so many lives? Why did so many die first? Weren't they innocent? What did they do wrong? What did anything go wrong? Come to find, yeah, they did. There were lots of wrong things. Lots of wrong things. In fact, when they moved into Egypt, the Bible actually shows us many of them came with idols. They came with their little idols into Egypt. What were they doing with those little idols? In fact, you remember Jacob's uncle. What he was even concerned about when Jacob left was his gods. He called them his gods. So when they moved, they had some of these things with them. But God overlooked and was blessing them because of Jacob, the son of Isaac, the son of Abraham. Then they became comfortable in Egypt. And in Egypt, there were many gods. They forgot who they were in Egypt. The more God prospered them, the more of idolatry they found themselves. And God delivered them. Delivered them. But you see, during that period, when they began to worship idols, as they prospered, instead of distinguishing themselves, they were already in the land of Goshen, separated. But no, the Bible says that as they prospered, they became more worldly. And they took the gods of Egypt to be their gods. And in their prosperity, they forgot their God. Then things changed. And Pharaoh was hardened against them. And brought them into bondage. You remember when they went out of Egypt, after much persuasion by Moses and Aaron, when they went out of Egypt, no sooner had Moses left them to go up the mountain and pray to God, and they went back and they called Aaron. They said, come, come, come. Come and build us a God. Make us a God. One of the gods of Egypt. And he framed with all the beautiful things they had taken from the gold, the silver, the diamonds they had gotten from Egypt. They made this golden calf and decorated it. And then they said, "These be thy gods, O Israel, that brought you out of Egypt." And they all began to bow and dance to worship this calf. And God said to Moses, "Look at your people. They have corrupted themselves. The idolatry that they were used to in Egypt had not left them." That was what brought them into the bondage of Egypt. They carried it with them into the wilderness. And even after they were brought into the promised land, over and over again, they served and worshipped idols. The Bible says these things were written for our admonition. We have to learn from the scriptures. We should not become idolaters. Whether it's your job, is your money, is your business, anything that you give priority to can become your idol. Can become your idol. There are many who worship money. That's all they think about. That's what controls all their decisions in life. To the point, I will leave some of that till Sunday. On Sunday we have a very special, that's the final session for this 7-day fasting and praying. And it's going to be a very special one. We will start an hour earlier. We'll start by 5 p.m. on Sunday. So we're going to start an hour earlier. It's very important. And to be on many TV and radio stations around the world. So